What up, good people? Y'all know what it is, man. It's your boy. I'm in the building. Gonna do this quick live. We ain't gonna be in here all night, but you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to sit back, holler at y'all for a minute, and get y'all reaction to how this whole thing went down. You know, was justice served, or do you feel like justice was not served? We're gonna give some of y'all a few minutes to get up in here, and we just gonna chop it up and have a conversation for a minute. All right? I just want to know what some of y'all think, man. Like, I ain't even gonna be honest. I'm not gonna be honest, but I'm gonna keep it a band with y'all. I did not expect this man to get no 35 years. Jesus Christ. I'm talking about they sent him into outer space, didn't they? Y'all give me a second. I'm getting this thing right. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting used to this whole live experience, but I want to thank y'all for rocking with me, though. But yeah, let's just have a little tight conversation, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, trying to get up in here and show y'all some love every night. But yeah, y'all think Melo got a fair shake, man? Or do y'all think he was done from the start? You know? Hold on, let's do this. Did Karmelo Anthony get a fair trial? Comment below. All right, let's do it. Yeah, so, you know, I don't know, man. I'm gonna be honest, dog. This whole thing look fishy. You know, y'all can get mad if you want, but we just gonna keep it real. Not a single black juror, you know. I was going at it with a bunch of people online today. Not really going at it, but just, you know what I'm saying, having some dialogue. They all kept saying, oh, there was colored people up there. Now, y'all definition of colored and our definition of colored ain't the same. Colored is black. Colored is not Asian.
See, where I'm from, you don't do that.
Colored is not Mexican, Hispanic, none of that. That's not colored. Not in our community. So let's just get that right. Y'all know what we meant. I have yet to ever see a trial go down on a Saturday. I mean, it just seemed like this whole thing was rushed from the gate. Just seemed like they really, you know, like they was trying to quickly get this dude swept up under the rug. Now, like I said, it's not a question about whether or not the incident took place. Like, hands down, we know he did what he did. He confessed to it immediately as soon as the police picked him up. He said, yeah, I did it. I told him don't touch me. We know he did it, but why he did it is what the problem is. And this whole prosecution and the whole trial just seemed like it was leaking a bunch of holes, if you ask me. It's just like, you know, this like he had a trial in Mayberry. He's the only brother in town. Like, you know, y'all mean to tell me, okay, you want to say that the 3 black jurors that they interviewed said that there's no way that they will find him guilty. All right, cool. So them the only 3 black people in town?
And see, where I'm from, you don't do that.
Use your common sense.
Or were y'all just in that much of a rush to find this young man guilty? Now, somebody tell me, man, I got a little bit of time tonight. Like I said, I'm going to chop it up with y'all for about 30 minutes. Even if I'm in here by myself, it's all good. My voice will be heard tonight. You understand me? I'm just keeping it light. I could be letting the shots go, but I ain't even going to let them go tonight. You know what I'm saying? We're going to pray for this brother. Now, one thing I know is when he hit the compound, the fella's going to take care of him. He ain't going to have to worry about a thing. You know what I'm saying? So all y'all out there trying to have them funny booty jokes and all that stuff, that ain't going to happen. He going to be golden. Trust me. They going to take care of him. He going to be good. You know what I'm saying? Now, are we sorry that the Metcalf kid lost his life? Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? And let this be a lesson to you kids that a split-second decision, even in America, whether you're right or whether you're wrong, the law going to find a way to be the law and make it go the way they want it to go, man. Like, I don't care what nobody say, man. You know what I'm saying? We could do a Thanos snap and flip this whole scenario around to where the shoe is on the other foot. I guarantee you that this whole outcome would be completely different. Completely different. Now, am I saying that he's supposed to get off scot-clean? No, manslaughter would have been cool. That's understandable. You understand me? Manslaughter, you know what I'm saying? I could see if they gave him 5 years or something like that, but damn, y'all sent this man on a roller coaster. Y'all pretty much just gave him
see where I'm from, you don't do that.
And like, damn. That's basically a life for a life. That's how y'all playing it out there in Frisco. And we can say all we want that race didn't play a part in this thing, but it did. Let's just be honest. Come on, let's just be honest with ourselves. Race played a very big part in this thing, for the good and the bad, for both sides. You know what I'm saying? And when you go to war, somebody got to lose. And this time, Black America, we lost. Just straight up, we lost. When it's war, somebody got to win, somebody got to lose. You know what I'm saying? Either way this thing went down, it was going to be upset people on both sides. Like I said, am I saying this young man was supposed to get off scot-free without no consequences? Absolutely not. But first-degree murder, this man didn't go there with any intentions to kill nobody. You know what I'm saying? This is just a circumstance that just got out of hand too quickly, and they children, and they made children mistakes. Now, like I said, he's supposed to be punished, absolutely, but damn, y'all took this young boy on a whirlwind. That's 35 years. That's a wheel, man. That's pretty much life. Like, So basically, that's how they playing, life for a life. It don't matter whether it's right or wrong. It's just like I from everything that took place with this trial, I did not see any compassion, really. You know what I'm saying? It just seemed like the deck was stacked against him from the rip. Again, not a single peer of his was on that jury. Y'all could say, like I said, colored in this community over here means black, not Asian, not Hispanic, not none of that. You know what I'm saying? Colored is colored. That means black. It was not a black juror on the trial. Okay, let's just be honest. Let's get that straight. Shout out to the viewer. You know what I'm saying? Whoever you are, please feel free to chime in, give your opinion. But, he did not have a single juror of his peers, not one. And then for two, let's be honest, they're children. So he really can't have a jury of his peers because you're not going to see a bunch of 19, 20-year-olds in a jury box. You're just not going to see it. And then again, they want to say, oh, well, we interviewed 3 black jurors and they all said that they would not convict a black person. Okay, fine. Cool. If they said that, get them out of there. But you're not going to tell me that them are the only 3 people in the whole damn city or even the state. Like, stop it. Y'all rushed to get this thing handled. Y'all even scurried in the back door of the courthouse to do court on a Saturday. On a Saturday.
And see, where I'm from, you don't do that.
Like, come on, man, stop it. He had inadequate representation. They did nothing. The person that they called on the stand for their behalf went against them.
We don't do that.
How can you win? Come on, y'all. Y'all got to give me something, man. Somebody tell me something. Like, how can you win when the deck is stacked like that? Like, you have no shot. You have no chance in hell. The best thing they did was give him a bond to let him enjoy graduation and have a little bit of free time left to walk the earth, because they knew what they was gonna do to him when they got a hold of him. They made an example of how they used their power. That's just straight up. They made an example today. And we got to take it on the chin. We got to take it on the chin. That's the sad part about it, but it's been going on forever. We got to take it on the chin. Now, at the same time, this whole thing going on in South Carolina where the young man lost his life over some water, got gunned down. That man at home with his family chilling. Now, y'all talk to me about some justice out here. Just somebody, anybody, tell me. Talk to me about some justice. Because I don't see it. I don't see it. Again, let's get this straight. I am not saying that this young man was not supposed to be punished in some form. Absolutely, he was. You know what I'm saying? Like, absolutely. But 35 years. I think they're forgetting that this young man was 17 when this whole thing happened. He's 19 now, but they keep saying, oh, 17-year-old Metcalf, 17-year-old Metcalf, but 19-year-old such and such committed this crime and yada, yada, yada. Stop. Y'all see how they paint it? It went from get out of here to I'm not gonna fight you, dude. It went from swinging and pushing and shoving to a light push, if I'm not mistaken. Like, it just kept going all over the place. So it really, it's just not not good, man. I don't like it, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Well, nobody in the chat, but the few viewers that's up in here, shout out to you. But you know what I'm saying? I'm just looking for some honest feedback. Like, I'm not digging this at all, man. It's like, yo, why in the world? I mean, man, this is crazy, man. Like, sometimes, hey, man, all I can say is this, man. Good Lord talking, man. If y'all don't hear him, or if y'all don't hear somebody talking and giving y'all some signals, man, y'all better listen up, man, because I can't even say the streets is dirty on this one because this won't no street stuff. These is kids at a football game. Okay, I get it. He wasn't supposed to have a knife on school property. But let's be real. If they shook down every one of them kids out there, I'm pretty sure it'd be at least 1,800 pocket knives and screwdrivers and all kind of weapons out there that they could have like, y'all, come on, man. Man, like, stop it. Hell, for all we know, he could have just got off the boat coming back from a fishing trip. We don't know. Like, really, we don't know. He let him know, and now they let him know. You know, so, I mean, I guess you're just supposed to let somebody walk up on you, tell you to move out of their seat, whether it's their seat or not, or you tell them no, and then they can just beat the hell out of you, and then you just supposed to get up and move, I guess. I mean, you know,
And see, where I'm from, you don't do that.
I'm confused, man. Like, you know, I'm really confused. I'm really disappointed in the legal system out there. But like I told y'all the other day, Texas? Like, Texas? Like, I mean, let's just be real, man. Like, what did y'all expect? You know, I hope y'all wasn't expecting something, I don't know, what's the word? A miracle? No, definitely wasn't expecting a miracle. I promise you that. Wasn't expecting a miracle. But I was, what the hell? But yeah, I was definitely, something off done flew up in here, but I was definitely expecting a little bit better than this, man. Like I said, man, the legal system, the legal system let us down again, America. That's all I could tell you, man, because, 35, that's a wheel, man. Like, that's a long time, man. That's, shit, I'm 45. So that's, man, that's a wheel, pretty much, man. Like, you might well gave him a life sentence, man. Like, he through, man. He ain't experienced nothing, man. He gonna be a robot. You know, now maybe he'll get an appeal or something like that, but in that good old state of Texas, where they still got old Sparky, not a chance in hell. I just don't see it, man. And I mean, damn, I hate that. Shout out to the people in the box, man. What's up with y'all, man? How y'all feel about this whole verdict, man? Don't be shy, man. Put it in the chat, man. Let's have a conversation, man. What's done is done. You know, thank God the people didn't tear up the town, but You know, I seen somebody in somebody's face out there woofing. Like he was ready to get it on with some dude out there. I know the tension was thick out there. I'm sure it was. But like, damn. I said, man, like it just seemed like he didn't have a chance in hell to begin with, man. It just seemed like off the rip, they knew we gonna make an example out of him. You don't come around to our town and touch nobody. Not one of ours. Now, I don't believe that AI pic they got floating around with the family, talking about the family with the judge and this and that. I think that's AI. I think somebody doctored that up, you know what I'm saying? Because this little white town and these white folks is connected. Ain't no way in hell they would be that stupid to take a picture like that and jeopardize that whole trial. I just don't see it, because at the end of the day, even if the judge knew that family personally and he would have had to request her or whatever the word is, he would have had to remove himself from that trial off the rip, or it would have been thrown out, period, because that's prejudice. So I know good and damn well they ain't that crazy or that bold to do something like that with what's going on right now. So I don't believe that one. I do not believe that AI pic is real. I just got to keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? Not at all. No way, no form. But the facts is the facts. As of this moment, he's in the county jail, and for the heighten of this crime, like I'm pretty sure right now he's in solitary. Like they got to keep him on some suicide watch right now, because the amount of time they gave him, you know, anytime they give you some time like that, they gotta watch your mental now, because you might lose it now. You know, people fall out in the courtroom, go crazy, try to kill themselves. I hope he don't do that. Please don't do that, young man. It's gonna be all right. I do not see him serving no 35 years. I think he gonna do a good 10, 15 for sure. You know, we get another black president in there, he might get a pardon or something. But, you know, and then that's another thing people fail to understand, man. When people catch a lot of time, laws change over years. So you get time back. When laws change, or they say, yo, from now on, the guidelines for this crime is less than this or less than that, things change over time. Time heals all wounds. Whether you believe it or not, or whether people believe that or not, it truly does. Shoot, people be on the run. The longer you're on the run, shoot, cops retire, witnesses disappear, all kinds of stuff. Not promoting no crime or anything like that, but just showing you how time helps. Laws change. Like I said, laws get passed, new people get in position, pardons happen, people recant statements, all kind of things happen, but it's just a legal process where he's going to have to just sit and wait it out. He's on a ride right now. He's going to be on a roller coaster ride. Yes, Lord, he's on a ride. And you know, he's just on a ride right now. So hopefully, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna keep our prayers in for this young man. We hope he keep his guard up. Hope he stay down. Hope he do. Let a moth in here. I hate moths. But I hope he do what's necessary to make sure that he, you know, finds his way home. But I mean, right now it's kind of, I don't really see. I'm talking about, my heart hurt for that young man. A split-second decision that cost him his whole life. I'm talking about both of them. You know, both of them. And the other twin, too. Because that's the most shocking thing about this whole trial. Now, you would think, and this is what bugs me out the most, you would think the fact that a twin brother, as much as they say twins have a secret bond or a secret connection and this and that, you would think that the twin brother would have been the first person to get on the stand and defend his brother's name and clear it up and make sure he had his voice heard and this and that. He said nothing until the end when it was over. Didn't he? I don't even think he was in the courtroom the whole time. They was trying to save him to the end to build emotion and this and that and this and that. But like, nah, he was supposed, why ain't he get up there and tell his story? Like I said, man, this whole thing is just, sticks in my cross like they railroaded this young man, just to make an example out of him. Now, they done destroyed his life. Well, I mean, don't get me wrong. He plays a part in it, too, because he did what he did. But his life is destroyed, family destroyed. Everybody gonna need some therapy. I'm talking about, this thing is, And I hate it for the residents of the Frisco, Dallas area because I'm sure the stakes is high as well as the tension right now. I mean, like I said, man, I was really expecting some Rodney King type stuff out there, but thank God that didn't happen, Thank God that didn't happen. Black people, I'm glad that we use some composure. You know what I'm saying? Even though they win, we ain't gotta fall victim to the erratic behavior that they want to try to say as that clown that shot himself. Let's not chimp out and do all that stuff to try to prove to them that we don't know how to behave or we don't know how to move the right way. Nah, that ain't the right move. Like I said, sometimes we got to take it on the chin. We can still fight for this young man. Laws, like I said, laws change. I'm pretty sure that GoFundMe, they got stacks, so they're going to be able to get some legal aid to work on some appeals and this and that. So we're not going to throw this young man away. We're not going to say his life is over. God got his life in his hands. So, and when God says it's over, that's when it's over. But for him right now, this is just his they say life is peaks and valleys. So right now he's going through a valley. And everybody's valley is different. Sometimes it's longer than others, and sometimes it's harsher than others. But, we all know he ain't going to put more on us than we could bear. And it's going to make us change some things. It's going to make, whether we want to look at it this way or not, it's going to make him a better man in the end. It's going to make him a better man. You know what I'm saying? Just try. We got to force ourselves to see some light at the end of the road. Because that's the only way we're going to get any kind of joy out of this. Because it's ugly, it stings, it hurts. I hate it. I hate it for the family. You know what I'm saying? But again, like I said, I don't care what nobody say. If the shoe would have been on the other foot, ain't no way this would have went like this.
Y'all just don't want to believe the truth.
Ain't no way.
You don't want to believe it.
Ain't no way. He would have been decorated a hero. He would have been, probably would have been on the cover of a magazine somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And would have probably got a football scholarship and all that off of that alone. Oh, he beat some thug black kid with a knife and disarmed him, and him and his brother saved the school. And y'all know how they want to do it, man. But we don't want to go down that rabbit hole, man. Like I said, we just going to pray for this young man. We are going to hope and pray that in some kind of way this thing works out and it changes, and you know what I'm saying, he's able to get his life back. I just pray the Lord don't the Lord got him. The Lord got him. But what say you, fam, man? I just wanted to tap in with y'all, man, and give y'all a couple words tonight, man. Like I said, this is a Debbie Downer. This is not the outcome that we wanted. Absolutely not. It is not. But we just got to keep fighting, y'all. Never give up. Shout out to that young man, Karmelo Anthony. We riding with you, and we ain't going to forget you. And keep your guard up, homie, and just stay prayed up, family. It's all going to work out. Y'all stay tuned, all right? Straight Shoota Podcast. Be on the lookout for that episode tomorrow where we got Real Talk Wednesday, man. We're going to talk about this whole big ticket thing, all right? So make sure y'all keep it locked, man. Straight Shoota Podcast, baby. We about to tap out, all right? Gone.